What really helped me was I actually went on university league tables. Specifically, I was looking at student satisfaction.
It can be really easy just to pick a university because you think it looks pretty or because your friend is going there. But in reality, you're going to spend all of your time there studying the course. Speak to the people who are going to be leading your course and have a look at the syllabus and the prospectuses.
So I attended a UCAS fair local to my school when I was in year 12, and I found the experience quite overwhelming. It felt like there were hundreds of different university representatives all crammed into one big hall. So my best advice for anyone who's going to one would be to prepare a little bit, perhaps look online at universities that you think you might like to go to, and when you get there, take the opportunity to talk to the student representatives, ask them about their experiences and like what campus really feels like to them.
I knew that everywhere I go was going to have the same types of accommodation, but I knew that I didn't want an ensuite because it was too expensive. So I, in my head, knew from the start that I always wanted to share a bathroom, but you can get that at any university, so I knew I wasn't going to be fussy about accommodation.
I read what people that studied and lived in those accommodations said, and actually the university has its own YouTube channel, which has like a little video for each individual accommodation, so I would recommend have a look at them.
Going to a campus university was really important. I really liked the fact that all the students were together on campus, living together, studying together, and it created a really community-based vibe, which I really liked.
So social life was really important to me. I wanted to make sure that I was able to become really involved with student societies and make lots of friends.
There are over 250 societies at Warwick, so if you have specific interest or a hobby, chances are there will be a society for it.
For me, studying economics meant that my grade requirements were quite clean cut, but they were also quite aspirational. So for me in my year, I had to get A-star AA. However, this varies between universities, so other universities might ask for more or less, and then it also varies across subject, not only in terms of the grades that are required, but also in terms of additional requirements. So for example, if you want to study maths, you might have to take a step paper at some universities.
I am a BTEC student, so for BTEC sometimes you actually have to do a bit of research to find out what grades would be equivalent to A-levels. It's not as straightforward as A-levels. I did find myself needing to call a few universities as well to find out.
Keep a university that has quite high expectations as your top choice, just because it forces you to work and to really strive. I was predicted quite low grades for my GCSEs, but I managed to come on my open day, and although I was looking at everyone around me thinking I would never fit in, I realised that if I worked hard, then it was definitely doable.
So I want to study medicine, so after my biomedical science degree, I will apply for medicine at the University of Warwick. So I do know where I want to go to, so I really didn't do that research.
I am still a little bit unsure about what I want to do right now, but it's not something that stresses me out because I know that at Warwick there's a lot of support and there's a lot of postgraduate degree schemes and lots of other information and careers talks and a careers hub that you can actually go to and seek advice.
For me, graduate opportunities and progression was really important when I was looking at universities. I still remember it's one of the things that when I first came to Warwick really stuck out to me. I felt like Warwick placed a really strong emphasis on getting a job after you've done your degree, and it was one of the things that I really liked here.
Mental health and wellbeing services were really important to me because I felt like it's the first time that you're really branching out and moving out of home. It can feel a little bit isolating, so when I found out that there was Nightline, which is a nighttime student phone call place that you can phone up with any problems throughout the evening, as well as you have a private tutor who you can go to for support. There's also a mental health doctor at the University Health Centre. So when I found all of that out, I was really reassured and I realised that work was definitely going to be an option for me.
Go and see the university, that was the determining factor for my choice when I came here in Warwick.
I would say it's never too early and too late to actually start looking at universities. Just take your time.
Don't look at what your friends are doing because that will put you off, and I think that's not going to be helpful for your future.
There are so many different sources of information about university, from university open days, brochures, teachers, friends, parents, that it can get a little bit overwhelming. But at the end of the day, it's you that's going to come here and study the subject that you choose. If you get a gut feeling that you think you might like the place and the subject, then it's probably for you.